Hi, I'm Alex and welcome to the channel. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about something that I've not seen anyone else on YouTube talk about, but is what most, if not all, stock market millionaires and billionaires are doing. And if you want to make serious money in the stock market, you should be doing as well. Do you wish that you had invested in one of these companies when they first listed on the stock market? Now, if you had invested just $1,000 in Amazon when they first listed on the stock market, that would be worth today around $1.5 million. The same $1,000 invested in Microsoft when it first listed would be worth just over $250,000 now, and the same $1,000 invested in Apple when it first listed would be worth around $500,000 now. Now, in this video, I will explain to you how you can make investments similar to those. Now, this is a new investing channel I've started, and what I hope to do with this is to create a higher level of investment analysis, higher level of investment discussion than I've seen on other YouTube channels so far. I have a load of other really exciting videos planned discussing loads of things I've not seen anyone else talk about on YouTube before, like this video. So if that sounds of interest to you, please check the channel out. Any support shown to the channel in the form of likes, subs to the channel is all massively appreciated. Not only is it really helpful for the channel, and helps me understand that there is an audience on YouTube who wants to learn how to become better investors. As always, please let me know your comments in the comment section below, but let's get straight into it. Now, as a retail investor, and by retail investor I mean like you or I trading our own personal accounts rather than institutional investors, we'll be very used to buying and selling shares in public companies, those listed on public exchanges, those that are listed on the stock market through the process of an IPO, an initial public offering. Now, an IPO is the process from where a company goes from being a private company to a publicly held company where its shares can be traded more liquidly on a market. So before the company is listed on the stock market, it's a private company. Its shares might be held by the founders, by early investors, angel investors, venture capital funds, private equity funds. Those are the ones who make the massive money when the company lists on the stock market. So the question is, how can investors get a slice of that pie? Well, recently there have been a number of platforms set up that allow experienced investors to invest in the shares of companies before they go through an IPO. As part of that, to be eligible as an experienced investor, you have to pass some criteria, but if you don't worry, there are other ways you can still access this market. So you're probably rightfully asking, well, how does this work? Well, what they do is they go in and work with the companies and enable employees who have shares in the company to sell some of those before an IPO. So there are a few platforms on which you can do this, but there's two primary ones I use. Now, before I name them, I just want to say that I'm in no way affiliated with these companies. These aren't referral links. I'm getting nothing from sharing these with you. All I ask is if it's helpful, if it's been interesting, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel so you get more of these tips going forward, and get involved in the comment section below. The two platforms I use are EquityZen and SharesPost. What these platforms offer is a number of listings where you can review the different companies and decide based on your personal criteria, based on your personal interests, which of those you find interesting, which you'd like to invest into. Now, whilst both these platforms offer the same product, the opportunity to invest in companies before their IPO, the companies that have listed on there are different. If you sign up, you can review the companies which you can invest into, and from there you can make your own investment decision. So what happens if you don't meet that criteria of being an experienced investor? Or alternatively, you don't feel comfortable making the actual decision on which companies to invest in yourself? Well, both platforms also offer their own actively managed funds. SharePost has a single fund which enables you to invest cross-sector, and I think the minimum investment is around $2,500, whilst with EquityZen, the minimum investment is slightly higher, but they do also offer you a number of sector-specific funds or thematic funds, which could also be quite interesting. Now, these investment opportunities give you a great risk-reward profile. You're investing into late-stage private companies with a proven business model and high growth prospects. Now, don't get me wrong, this doesn't come without risk, and as with all investing, you should definitely be doing your own due diligence and your own research. Now, if it would be of interest to how I, as a professional investor, look at these opportunities, do my research, do my analysis, then please let me know in the comment section below. If there's enough interest, I'll definitely do a video on those so you can learn and understand how to do that yourself. And ultimately, this does have differences from stock market investing. It's not as liquid as stock market investing. You can't at any point sell your shares. You have to hold on until an IPO. And looking at that in terms of where we are in the current market, IPO volumes are down, so you may be holding your investments for slightly longer. It's also higher risk. There is obviously the chance that these businesses may not deliver the returns you're expecting. And as well as that, there's not the same level of information available. It's not like a public company where they have reporting obligations. There's less information available. Anyway, there's loads more content I could create on this topic, but if it's of interest, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know you're interested in seeing more. But thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in another video.